What's up, loves? In this video, I'm going to talk about how to keep going, stay positive, even though everything in your environment looks super negative.
Started from the bottom, now I'm on top. Used to be broke, but now I can't stop. Ooh, yeah. Ariella, the queen of the game. From rags to riches, ain't that a shame? We rise up, never gonna stop, never gonna stop. We keep on moving.
Now, this topic is super important to me. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice a little bit. Because when I first started out on my journey, my life and my surroundings were not positive, but yet I wanted to manifest or attract millions of dollars, a wonderful boyfriend, a peaceful house, a healthy body, but everything around me was basically in shambles, okay? Like I was living in a basement, didn't have any windows in the summer. We couldn't even have an AC, so it got super hot just because of the basement situation. So I would have to go in the car to turn on the AC, but then that would waste gas. And yet you're told to be positive. So how can you be a positive person if your life is pretty much negative? So this is what I want to dive deep into today and help you guys out. So the best trick I have is that you have to be delusional. Now, this is not easy. In fact, being positive when your surroundings are so negative was the biggest struggle of all time for me. But luckily for you, I was able to overcome that. So when I was super sad, I would have to change my vibration almost instantly. So how do you change your vibration? Number one, you put on good music, okay? Positive music, positive affirmations, a good feel-good song. I like the song I'm a Magnet to Money, so make sure that you download that. It's like the best, especially if you're working on your finances and you're feeling down about it. I'm a Magnet to Money is the best song ever to get you right back in the alignment that you need to be in. The second thing I would do is go on nature walks. Getting out and walking is the biggest tip that I would recommend to anybody, is breathing in the fresh air, looking at the flowers, and being really just grateful and blessed that you're alive. Sometimes that's all I had. And if you're anything like me, if it was really like you were struggling, you have to be grateful to be alive. You have to look at the bigger picture to kind of get yourself into perspective. Like, so what? You don't have millions of dollars. You're breathing, you're alive, you're healthy, you see your loved ones. The third thing I would do is always get a dog or get an animal. And if you're not an animal person, or maybe you have a child, cuddle them, okay? Love your animal, love on them, give them cuddles, pet them. If it's your child, really appreciate your children. Tell them how much you love them and get around that ever unlimitless love, okay? Like that love is so deep. And once you surround yourself with that, you can really just change your alignment. And, or even a grandparent, okay, or a family member. This doesn't really work too well with spouses unless like your spouse supports you wholeheartedly, never judges you, is totally on track with your goals, and that's very hard to find. So if you have that, God bless. But those are the three things that I would do. Another thing is if it was a really bad day, I would just go take a really cold shower. I signed up for cryotherapy. It was only $35 a month where I was at. And exposing yourself to cold temperatures, even if you don't want to pay for a membership, just getting into the shower and putting on really cold water before your hot shower, boost your immune system and put you in a really vibrational, positive mindset. So I would do that as well. You have to remember, when you're feeling down and you're feeling low, it is your job to switch that vibration immediately, because if you don't, you're going to attract more of that. And attracting more of that, you get more bad feelings, and more bad feelings equals bad outcomes. When you want to manifest hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, you need to make sure you're in check of your mood. So it's okay, yes, during my journey, I did feel negative sometimes. But just as quick as I realized I was feeling negative, I snapped myself out of that state. You're supposed to feel positive, high vibrational, joy, love, laughter, gratitude. These are all very high vibrational energies. So you have to tap into that almost more consistently than not. So if it's 100%, You need to be vibrating high at 95% of your day. And it's okay to have slip-ups. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel bad. But if you start visualizing something negative, you immediately need to switch it in your mind. Immediately, if you think of, being broke or whatever problem it is at hand, you have to think of the exact opposite in order to manifest it. So I always like to use the example of not being able to pay rent, because then I would just picture my landlord, me handing him a stack of cash. And that is the opposite. Even if you don't feel it right away, the more you do it, the more you will feel that it will come true. So in one of my other videos, I discuss how to manifest something very small and to build this belief. And in order to do anything that I talk about, it's very important to build your belief that this actually works. So some of the few ways when I was on this journey, in order to feel good and remind myself like, hey, I'm doing this for a reason. I have to sacrifice how I'm living and be positive even if I don't want to be. Because sometimes you're used to being in a rut. You're used to being negative. But you have to snap yourself out of it to live the rest of your life the way you really want to live. So by reading, by listening to audiobooks, by listening to Wesley Virgin, by listening to Neville Goddard, these are all free things on YouTube and Instagram that you can utilize. And they teach you why this works. And these are all multimillionaires that do the same thing that I'm teaching you how to do. So it's really important to be familiar with it, to educate yourself on how energy works and how the more energy you put out, you receive. And it's kind of like a pendulum, right? When the pendulum swings, it swings back and forth. Whatever you give out, you get back. So it's very important you're emitting the right frequencies if you want to attract these great manifestations in your life. So if that makes sense, type it in the comments below. And like always, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And I hope to see you in my next video. I will also be answering any comments you guys leave. So make sure to comment, and you'll give me ideas for what to talk about for whatever you guys are struggling. Because remember, my promise was when I made it, I would make sure to help thousands of people who were just like myself to make it as well. All right, guys, bye.